What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning back in to Air Trafficking, and today I got a Nike outlet haul. Just recently they ended their friends and family event, and I of course received a couple of coupons giving me 30% off. Unfortunately, the event did end on the 7th, but I was able to go in there and tear it down. I found some pretty good stuff, so I decided to go ahead and share it with y'all. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so as you can see, I did get 7 sneaker pickups. And of course, from the little boxes, you know I had to cop some for the little mini-me's. But I did find 2 retros that one I couldn't pass on because of the steal, and the other one I couldn't pass up on it because I did need it and it was a steal. So let's go ahead and start with the sneaker pickups from the smallest on up to the ones I got for me. So the first pickup is for my daughter, of course, and I had one specific purpose of picking this shoe up, and that was just something that she could wear at daycare or at school that I wouldn't really care about her messing up, because right now she's at the age where the nice shoes that I buy her, if she happens to wear them to daycare for whatever reason, they get beat down like crazy. For instance, I picked up these right here. I picked them up a couple months ago. I actually made a video, never got uploaded, but I picked these Jordan 11 infrared 23s up. Brand new. She wore them one time, and I did find them at the outlet too. I'm sorry guys, I didn't bring you that outlet video. I actually picked up more than one pair of this specific size. All they had was 11C, and I never got around to uploading it, but she wore them one time, and look how beat up they are. I mean, how in the hell can you get them that beat up at daycare? I mean, they are tore up off of one wear. So with me seeing that, I was like, okay, no more J's at daycare, because they're not just sitting at the table counting and writing their name no more. They're going outside and getting dirty. So I got these right here for the low price of $25 after the discount. Some Roshe runs, and I just feel like they're the perfect shoe. They're not expensive, and they're not really made to make a statement or anything, but they're really clean, simple colorway. It's something that she could wear, and even though it has a white bottom, I'm not gonna care if she gets them dirty. So the next find, somebody actually returned these Cyber Monday 3s to the outlet. I actually searched through that outlet like 2 or 3 times, I'm not gonna lie. I went through it because I know certain things like this can get overlooked when you're rushing. So I found it the second time I went through, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely getting 30% off of these today. So I went on ahead and picked them up. As you saw from the last pair of sneakers, my daughter is in like a 11C. These are 12C. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick them up for her whenever she grows into them. That's just how you got to do with kids. But nevertheless, I ended up getting these for $40 out the door, and I just couldn't pass it up. It's a good investment for later on. These normally go for like $80 or whatever the preschool price is at the time. And for $40, I just couldn't pass it up. So the next sneaker I picked up was a Kyrie. I got this for my son, and it was just something simple to pick up for him. I knew I was getting 30% off on it. I think out the door I paid $38. And it is a clean sneaker, nice colorway, something that he can wear daily. He doesn't have to be nothing fire or nothing like that. But for the most part, from my understanding, I know the Kyries are really comfortable. And overall, it is a dope sneaker. I'm not really sure what this colorway is. I think it's the Brotherhood colorway. Alright, so we back on Jordans now. They had these in the outlet, and I kind of already expected it. It's the Jordan 12 UNC, and they had basically a full-size run in GS of these particular sneakers. And I already knew it was coming because these things are widely slept on. I feel like it's a really dope shoe. It's a really clean colorway you don't see every day. I own them personally myself. The only thing about these particular shoes is the fact that it has the all-white bottom, and for kids that of course is going to be a nightmare. Nevertheless, I kind of taught my son how to keep his stuff clean. Hopefully he follows my guidelines and don't just go out playing and balling and running through the grass. I got them on discount, of course, but it's still at $70. They're a little bit expensive, and they won't really look right if you get them all dirty. So the next sneaker I got, of course, is a sleeper, as it was in the outlets. Not only that, but as we all know, the Jordan 1 mids really don't get the respect that they deserve. Everybody's chasing that Nike Air on the tongue. This one, of course, has the Jumpman with the Air on it. I still thought it was a clean sneaker. I didn't pick it up personally, but this is just one of those filler shoes, you could say. And for that reason, I was able to pick these up for just a little bit over $35. Again, when you're buying sneakers for these kids, you don't really want to break the bank, although you want to keep them looking fly. And I think that this is the perfect shoe for that. So now we finally got into the good stuff. And although I already own this particular sneaker, I couldn't pass it up for the price. It is a Jordan 4, as you can tell from the box. And as you see, we got those Jordan 4 alternate 89s. Red and white colorway, very clean shoe. But after seeing this clean pair in the outlet, knowing I was gonna get 30% off, which brought it all the way down to $105. I already know that I'm gonna be able to make a little bit of something on it, or just keep that pair and sell off the pair I wore. It was no passing it up, especially since normally I don't see these kind of things in my outlet. So lastly, in making my way up to the counter and checking out, you always have to do this. When you go to the checkout counter, you ask them, do y'all got anything that's been returned? Any Jordans, any phone posits? Now, it won't work 100% of the time. Sometimes they'll hate on you. And I'm gonna be honest, the key to it is have an idea of what sneakers are making their ways to the outlets. So when you ask, you kind of like name off those sneakers. That way when they check their inventory on their little phone, they come across it, they can actually say like, oh yeah, we have this one, or we don't have this one. So back to the situation, I tell her which sneakers I'm looking for. She goes and gets like the manager or whatever. He checks his little iPhone and was like, hey, this is all we got here. So at that point, out of all the sneakers I was wanting, he only said that he had one. So I'm thinking that he's about to order it online and let me use my discount code and all that, and I'm gonna be fine and get them in the mail. But to my surprise, he breaks these out from behind the counter in my size, and you can see that it had somebody's name or tag up there before, but they mine now, and I got them for the low price of $112. So we got the Jordan 5, recently released now, Jordan 5 bronze, and I couldn't be happier, man. This is one of the sneakers that I passed up on, basically just trying to save up for the Pinnacles, or not trying to cop every general release that comes out for a retail price. But as I said, with that 30% off, to get these in the collection, I'm all for it. You can't beat it. And it just was a win for me all in all, because I went through the whole store about 3 times and I got some good pickups, don't get me wrong, but to be able to get a sneaker that I actually wanted, that I didn't have to cop and then sell later on and then, you know, do my thing, I was happy. So big shout out to whoever returned these, because I definitely be putting them to good use. So with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe and go ahead and click the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos like this from me from here on out. Hit the like button and share the video if you're able to do so. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at the name you see on the screen at this time. And keep it locked to Air Trafficking for more dope Nike hauls just like this one. Until next time, I'm taking off.